Hey, wait. I want to give a shout out to all my Standard Arrow buddies that's watching tonight.
Go ahead.
Hey, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I'm having the best time of my life. And like I said, it's all because this man sitting right here is the best.
It's time, Pop. It's time.
I cannot believe
It's time,
this.
baby. Here we go. Jake's going to get that introduction first, I think. No, I think Mike might get the. Nah, surely they wouldn't. They put Jake first here.
Yeah. I hope I don't have to take this old 10-gallon hat off.
Oh, we should stand here. Can we get the camera moving for us to stand? Is that okay? All right, we're going to stand here for the national anthem, I think, Dad.
Oh, wait for it, Mods. Mods, have it loaded.
We're taking a rise here.
Mods, have it ready. Hold on, wait for
Somebody may have to help me up.
Run the longest Phoenix now. Everybody predict. Now. Run the longest version. The longest version. Run it. Run predictions. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul. Who would win this?
Oh my God. I'm listening to NBA games, man. What the?
Chad, everybody predictions are up. Put your votes on Mike Tyson or Jake Paul. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul. Everybody predict. Everybody run predicts.
All right, well, enough of that.
Everybody run predicts. How's it looking? 100 million points on Mike Tyson. Jake Paul has 70. Check. Check, are y'all ready to rumble? Check, are y'all ready to rumble, check? Are y'all ready to rumble?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
we are now ready for our main event here in Jerry World in Arlington, Texas. We're going to take our seats once again because it's time. It is time.
Go ahead and make some cold chills on you.
I'll tell you what, that right there is the only way to get this main event started. The chills running down our spine and the good old US of A. Let freedom ring as we get into the last fight of the evening, Dad.
Hey, don't it seem like
Thank
the
you
American
so much.
spirit's
Thank you.
back, Wade?
It does. I feel it.
I
I
wonder
think.
what changed all that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you so much.
I do.
But here we go. As we start to see some of the stars on hand tonight, we've already seen the Karate
yeah.
Kid. What? I said his name wrong earlier. Ralph Macchio. Oh, look at that. Joe Jonas. You don't know who that is.
I do.
What the girls definitely do is you heard the high-pitched screams there.
JT.
And there's Micah Parsons, the defensive end
Oh, man,
for
he
the
is
Dallas
good, boy.
Cowboys. Shaq Diesel. Hey, we know that guy. We know that guy.
I've seen him before.
There's Shaq Diesel on the broadcast. Gronkowski. The Gronk.
Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
Big time stars on hand here
Joe Jonas.
in Jerry World.
Bro, George Willis at one point had
And
the
folks,
whole fucking world.
if you are able to get the Netflix stream right now, I hope you're ready. This is a moment in time that we will never forget. The main event, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson is here in the tail of the tape reach. Jake Paul, 27 years old. Mike Tyson, 58. That's a 31-year age difference. The biggest talking point in the conversation around this fight, obviously. The weight, Jake Paul came in at 227, Mike at 228. Jake with a 5-inch reach. We'll see how much that's an advantage or disadvantage because of Mike Tyson's peekaboo style. And of course, the height, Jake Paul 6'1", Mike, a generous 5'10". He didn't look 5'10" to me, but We have 14-ounce gloves. No 3 knockdown rule, meaning if someone's knocked down 3 times in a round, they will not stop the fight unless the referee deems it necessary. The fight will be official after 4 rounds. 2-minute rounds means this is going to go pretty quickly, Dad, I would assume.
Yeah.
And the 14-ounce gloves, like we talked about. Chat, it's your last opportunity. What do we think? Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, the main event is here. How do we score it? Who wins? Predictions, let's go, baby.
You think he's juicing for real? Why do you say that?
How you feeling, Dad?
I'm ready. This is what we've been waiting for a long time.
It is. We were here 8, 9 months ago when this fight was announced. Obviously, the break in action because of the health issue that Mike Tyson was able to overcome. This fight was supposed to be in July. Now we're here, live in November. It's finally time to get this one underway.
Stalling, chat. TV really know how to stall. Like, damn.
It's that time, right?
It's that time.
Is it that time?
It's that time.
It's that time.
Talk about it, Dad. You're looking around. What do you see?
I think we're officially over 90,000 people. I don't see an empty seat nowhere.
90,000, you say?
Well, that's what this stadium's supposed to hold. And the floor is full of people also, which is normally the playing field. It looks like they're bringing Jake out first.
Yep. I would assume for the crowd to not boo into oblivion, they're going to do that. Here comes Jake Paul. He's about to make his way to the ring. And this is going to get loud. I don't think you have heard in your life an arena boo someone as Jake Paul is about to be booed. Ladies and gentlemen, take a listen at this.
Pepperoni original beef flavor snacks. Go to pepperoni.com. That's PUPERONI.com.
We saw this hot rod
I seen it
when we were coming into the venue. Jake is entering in a stretch limo hot rod with his brother Logan Paul on either side of the back seat. They arrive to a chorus of boos here in Dallas, Texas. I heard that this was going to happen. The song In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins is playing, but I think it's the version that Mike Tyson sang over in the movie Hangover. I could be wrong, but that's what I would assume is about to happen here. Chat is making their opinions known by booing in the chat right now. As it sits, the poll is 1.2 million people have voted on this poll. And it's all Mike Tyson, 92%.
Wow.
Logan Paul spraying Jake Paul's body spray.
You know what that is?
That is what that is. On his brother as they make their way. Phil Collins In the Air Tonight, which is apropos because there is a feeling in the air tonight that things may change in the boxing scene moving forward. Whatever this is right now in the sport of boxing, whatever Jake Paul has created, whatever lane he has made, will never be the same after tonight. I hope you guys understand. Whether he wins or loses, this fork in the road is going to take us to a whole new universe. And Jake on the back of the hot rod has the pigeon that he tried to gift to Mike Tyson earlier this week. Mike said it was a low-budget pigeon, that he appreciated the gift, but he may have had diseases in the pigeon. He didn't want to take it. So Jake is now carrying the pigeon on the hot rod with him as they now enter the arena. And he steps out to, again, a chorus of boos, but a lot of people reaching for the glove. It's very interesting how it works because you hear the boos, but you see the love. And it's a little bit of a duality where people They boo you because they hate you, but sometimes they hate you just as much as they can't get access to you. Now you see Jake walking into the ring.
These fucking Raw Brothers chat, they be wild. Even the fucking WWE.
This is crazy, Wade.
Them niggas from YouTube to where they at now, they get mad.
Something that we haven't talked about. I know that people are going to disagree with me when I say this, but Jake is used to this type of attention. Selling out stadiums in the modern era. He's done this time and time and time again. And I know Mike Tyson was the biggest star, potentially on the planet, in the late 80s and early 90s. He sold out everywhere he went. The attention was insane. I get all of that. But that was 30 now years ago. And even if you want to say through the 90s, that was 20 years ago. And with technology and social media and this massive moment in 65,000, is there a question if Mike is ready for this moment?
You better get what you got to say in.
I'm about to, and I'm just going to say, we're about to find out right now because next to enter this ring,
I mean loud.
you hear the folks anticipating it. Here comes Iron Mike Tyson.
End of the day, the day gotta end.
Wade, you think that
Without.
Jake has ever fought in a venue with this many people?
No, he is not. Neither Jake nor Mike have ever fought in front of this many people in their lives, ever.
Here we go, Wade. The legend.
He's playing 0 to 100, I think. 0 to 100 by Drizzy Drake himself. I might have to switch my pick to Mike Tyson just based off of that. But a great track. Oh, wait, oh.
I want Tyson
We turning it down. Okay, we may be switching things up here. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Never mind. You see Jake moving around the ring here as they show the Mike promo. He's bouncing around, sliding around the outside, getting his feet warmed up, some squats, some level changes. Jake hasn't been in a position like this a lot, where he's usually the second guy to walk out. Some fast hands there, Dad. He's usually the second guy, so Mike is about to make him wait.
You let this shit be stripped and really mean. That's wicked. I'm gonna be so mad.
Wow. Everybody.
There we go. Iron Mike Tyson with the cutout black towel over his head makes his way to the ring in front of this raucous crowd. Everyone but us is on their feet, and for good reason. This is history in the making. I highly doubt you'll ever see it again. So take it in while you can, folks. Here comes Mike Tyson.
Look at the look on his face, Wade.
Focused, locked in, stoic.
No fooling around here.
Not a blink in the eyes of Mike Tyson as he stares down the walk.
I got cold chills. Never in my wildest imagination did I think I'd ever get to see Mike Tyson walk out and step into a ring live.
His mindset, Dad, his mindset has to be, like he said, war. It's got to be war. Because this YouTube thing, all these lights, he knows this. It doesn't matter who it is in front of him. When Mike Tyson enters the ring, it's for one reason: to stop everything moving.
That's beautiful.
The crowd absolutely is shaking in this building. My feet are shaking in this building.
fight ever, right?
Jake won't even look at him.
Mike Tyson has said in the past that when the fight starts, he becomes a god. Until that moment, in training camp, in his sparring, in his preparation, he's nervous. He doesn't know how the fights are going to go, but as he walks into the ring, he becomes a god. Can he reclaim any of that? The former baddest man on the planet, is he still that? Or is it time for Jake Paul to usher Mike out of the sport and usher in his new reign of superstardom? I don't have those answers. We're about to find out.
Can you believe we're this close to Mike Tyson?
Insane.
There's a good chance we're going to have to stand up right here. So once we come out to the ring together.
We're not going to be able to see it because these guys standing here anymore.
He's in the same eyes, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tap this little guy on the back.
Listen to this crowd.
Come on!
We're waiting on Jake Paul to be introduced, guys. He looks loose. He looks ready.
Golly. I hope I look like Mike at that age.
You are that age, Dad.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
You are that age.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Jake Paul's girlfriend in the crowd next to her, Logan Paul's fiance.
Look at here, look at here.
I don't know, this guy's just, I don't know.
My God, he looks in good shape, man. He looks in freakish shape.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, I thought the whole time when the fight was postponed the first time, I thought maybe he needed a little bit more time to get in shape. That was just my way of thinking. Who knows?
It's a big point, though. He had a lot more time.
Right.
They gave him 4 more months. That could have been the worst mistake possibly made.
Absolutely.
Because he had to take off a couple of weeks, but he gained 3.5 months.
Right.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck is going on? Are you scaring anyone? I'm about to block.
Oh, my Lord.
Right. That's hurting my ears.
All right.
Here we go.
Chat, we will have the round timer on stream. Don't worry, that'll happen as soon as the fight starts.
He got technique in boxing his whole life. Jake Paul had 10 fights. You
A
can't.
slight smile
Coach,
there
you
from
can't
Jake
beat
Paul
your
at the
grandfather in a
face-off.
fight that if he really.
He said, "I love you, Mike," as they broke. Very interesting. He looked at Mike Tyson and told him, he said, "I love you, Mike." And here it is, Dad. It's time. My heart's beating. And I'm alive, ladies and gentlemen. And we are live here in Arlington, Texas. Cameras galore. My lights are getting knocked over. It's pure chaos in here because everybody is at a fever pitch for Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Let's go, Uncle Mike!
We cautiously await round one.
Really fixing to happen.
Here we go. And Mike comes out on his front foot. If you can't see that, it's right here. He comes after Jake with the jab. And he's looking to throw his right hand, and Jake clinches and ties him up. Jake looking to be on the back foot to start this fight out. That's his coach, Dad. It's okay.
Absolutely.
And Jake throws a right hand. Not quite there. Big left hand from Mike Tyson, and it stuns Jake a bit. And a big right hand from Mike Tyson. You gotta be kidding me. That's a big right hand from Mike Tyson.
Eyes off this fight, people.
Jake's got his hands too low. He's got his hands too low.
Come on, old boy.
And he's trying to outlast this first surge from Mike Tyson. Those hands are very, very low, and Mike is still very quick. Moving fast right now.
Quit tying him up, Jake.
And he's trying to keep relaxed as Jake is clearly implementing a clinch strategy. And now they separate. Mike looking to move forward, feints, and his head's moving, and Jake is throwing some big overhands and missing wildly as Mike gets easily under the big overhand. Jake's not setting up a lot with his jab. I can tell there's a lot of nerves in Jake Paul right now, and his hands are really low, his chin is high, and Mike is walking him down. Jake gets underneath him with the jab. Big right hand from Jake over the top, and Mike eats it. I think that might be a little surprising to Jake Paul. Last 27 seconds in this first round, and Mike's moving his head. Left hook from Mike, from Jake Paul, and Mike bites his glove, and he goes to the body with the right hand. Jake lands a left hook. Mike Tyson bit his own glove in frustration that he didn't get him back there. Last 10 seconds of round one. Here comes Mike after Jake. That right hand's cocked. Jake's feet are a little too happy right now. He's got to settle himself because that's a great first round from Mike Tyson. Not a ton of shots landed, but the biggest one of the round is from Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it is, Wade. There's something going on with Mike's mouthpiece. He had to keep pushing it in the whole round. I'm going to tell you something, right? What I'm seeing right here, it's either his mouthpiece or he's having trouble breathing.
There's a lot of adrenaline running through that body of Mike Tyson. You see some big, deep breaths being taken right here from Mike on the stool. He's trained for this. He's been in camp for this. But you can only prepare so much. As we look back through the replay, the biggest shot was a level change jab. It wasn't even a left hook. It was a level change jab from Mike Tyson. Jake caught a flush right hand, but barely on the brim of the eye of Mike Tyson. And Mike took it, and he tried to start biting his glove to shove that mouthpiece back into his mouth. Round one, I honestly have no idea how to score that round. Mike was on the front foot, landed the bigger shot. Do we go 1-0 Mike Tyson?
Absolutely.
There we go. Round two. Again, 2-minute rounds. We're moving fast here. Here comes Mike after Jake again. Jake's trying to circle away from Mike's power hand and keep himself away from the big right hand of Mike Tyson. Tyson wins the first round here, and now he's triple jabbing Jake. The fact that Jake has quick feet here and he's able to move is helping him out, but he's got to be wary of the big right hand, not just over the top, but the uppercut and the left hook. Right hand from Jake lands, and it doesn't hurt Mike again.
Oh,
and
yeah.
left hook from
Tyson has already done better than I expected. Jake's trying to get that jab going. He does have that reach. Ooh, he does have a reach advantage.
New choice of wing famous flavors like honey barbecue and Parmesan garlic. You name it. Original flavors at DQ. DQ tastes good.
Yo, bite that ear!
One thing, don't duck your head.
Duck your taco now.
Miss.
Good.
Miss. That's nothing. That's nothing.
Mike's had such good head movement. Jake seems timid. Like, he seems scared.
He's 60, baby.
Come on, Jake, you gotta throw. You can't knock him out. You don't throw.
Oh my God. What? Nothing.
It's gonna be a draw at this rate.
He really trying to tire him out.
Dude, that's 2 rounds. I don't even, who even won this round? How the hell do you just? This is gonna be a draw. Okay, chat. Who won that round? How the hell do we know who won the round? I think Jake won, but I have no clue. I don't know. You guys got Jake on that one or Mike? It's so hard to judge. Jake was just running. I think it's 1-1, chat, but who knows? I got a 1-1. I don't know, though. Who knows? That 1-1. I don't know if we're going to see the box score on this.
This nigga don't want to fucking bingo. He don't want to bingo.
You don't want to fight Tyson, bro.
Bro, we saving the world, bro. Niggas can't watch TV.
CTE. We got TV, we got CTE. Ooh!
Before you was born.
Ooh. Okay, I can't really see the score down there, but it looks like they have Tyson up 2-0. Oh my God. Oh, Jake got robbed! Jake got hurt! He's hurt! He's hurt! He was hurt!
All the commercials.
I think that's what they pretty much picked.
Oh, this. Oh, that's got to give Jake confidence now that he had him in trouble. Oh, Jake's put it on. Boys, the tails are turning quick. Ooh.
You gotta jump him, yo. We're jumping him at the after. Oh, we go. Dude, you should strike that, dude. You fuck up my uncle and jump. Come on, Mike. He's only 58.
Oh! Jake's definitely winning this round. Obviously. This round's been all Jake. 30 seconds.
Not done yet. Hey, I want to hear it.
Stop trying to take it. Stop trying to.
Netflix is dead. Netflix went down again in the middle of the fight. That's crazy. Jake seems a little slow here too, but I don't know. He definitely won this round. Or he's winning. There's still seconds left, of course. Anything can happen. I got two. I think I got 2-1 Jake. Or sorry, 2-1 Mike, but it might be 2-1 Jake. What do you guys got? Spam up the what you got here. I think it's a hard one to judge. Very good.
Mitch Shreddy funded $5. With that crazy. Trump 2024.
USA, baby. Love chat saying 2-1 Jake. 2-1 Jake. Yo, thank you, Polymars, for becoming a member, dude. Thank you, man. I see your verified badge. 2-1, but Mike winning.
Brooklyn. Oh my God. We good. Stay in there. We good. Don't worry about it. We good. He good. He not even want to move on. Nah, he's slow, gang.
I bet. His age shows.
Of course
Maybe
not.
the best ever.
Of course not.
But you can tell that
But let's see.
the difference in the two fighters at this point now.
Round number 4. Let's see if Mike was taking a round off there, maybe, potentially. And has his sea legs now, and now he's bouncing a little bit in and out of range. And here comes Jake Paul. On the unofficial scorecards, as it sits right now, Mike Tyson up 2 rounds to 1.
I think Mike needs to get him back up in the corner.
TikToks for a little minute.
But this right here may be a rest round for Mike.
Well, the problem is that Mike Tyson's going to have to bring the fight to Jake, and it's just going to deplete his gas tank. And we've seen that for the first couple of rounds as Jake lands a left hook and a right hand as well. And Mike's trying to figure out some rhythm here, trying to find his footing. But Jake is only engaging on the outside and on his terms.
Good head movement.
And now Jake is trying to play some head movement of his own. Trying to find where Mike is throwing punches. That's good head movement from Mike. But he's not able to follow up like he needs to in these exchanges where he slips off the center. He should be able to throw a punch behind it. He's not able to do that.
No, I want to see Mike get knocked out. No, yeah, I don't fuck that.
Mike trying to walk forward now. Jake now goes double jab. Doesn't quite land clean. Right hand to the body from Paul. And he resets. This is a very slow pace. And honestly, you know, the way Jake is fighting does favor Mike because Jake's not really looking to put any kind of high pace on him. I know there's danger there if you do decide to kind of mix it up with Mike on his terms. But it's not like Jake is stepping on the gas pedal here.
Now he's fighting. I've seen it throughout his career. It's interesting, but he does fight.
Last 16 seconds in round number 4.
Going backwards history.
Jake is going to go through his patented setup. Once again, it's going to be that jab to the body. He's going to look to throw the right hand through the guard.
Power punches in the 3rd round. Paul 1 of 11. 11 of 22, 50.
That's the end of the round. Round 4, you know, not a lot of action, really, to really call the round. It's tough to call a round like that when there's not a ton of action. But Jake, you know, did land the only punches that were landed in that round. I think maybe Mike had a counter left hand at some point in there, but
I think that right there is Mike's favor. I think he got the rest.
It's slow. Yeah, that slow pace is what you want if you're in Mike Tyson's corner here, and they're sitting right in front of us. That's the pace you want because anything faster is probably going to, you know, lead to things going downhill. But I think we're looking at 2-2 officially. And they show a right hand to the body there from Jake Paul. 2-2 is what I would think is the score going into round 5 here. This fight is now official, by the way. We needed 4 rounds to make it official.
This right here was
Even in the last fight where Paul
past 3 rounds.
Yeah.
we did see
So now the fight actually is official on someone's pro record. The 5th round of this main event. And now Mike is starting to move a little bit more.
Started out the last round that way.
Smooth, true. And now he's trying to hunt down Jake Paul once again. There's the jab to the body from Jake Paul.
We're talking beautiful bedroom sets, dining sets.
Again, Jake Paul goes to the body. Mike looking to utilize that right hand, and Jake holds his hand super low. Oh, big right hand across from Jake. Again, hasn't landed it cleanly yet.
That one hit.
And another right hand through the guard. Jake isn't able to land a big one just yet. There's an uppercut, left hook, and Mike is taking these shots. If I had any questions about his ability to take a punch, Mike is taking some solid ones here.
Shot. That one in the body. What's going on here in front of us?
They're figuring it out. They got some production staff in front of us. They're walking back and forth. There's a nice jab from Jake Paul. They're trying to interview Mike's corner. They're like, get out of here. We don't want to do interviews right now. 52 seconds left here in round 5.
Bring home the feast.
Jab to the body, Jake Paul.
Get off the ropes, Mike.
Oh, big left hook, Mike Tyson. And Jake drops his hands and licks his gloves. But that was a nasty shot from Mike. Beautiful shot. Counter left hook from Mike Tyson, and that is a confidence builder for Team Tyson. With 20 seconds left, Mike looks to throw a looping gazelle hook. Not quite there, but there's some fire in his eyes. There's some confidence being boosted from that last exchange. He knows he has the ability to do it. He's just got to land more of it. Right hand to the body from Jake Paul. Big right hand over the top, and Mike takes it.
It missed him.
Mike tries to throw the big left hook once again. It's not quite there, but there was some good signs there.
Yeah, and I know what's going on now with
Say
him
it.
biting the glove.
Go ahead.
He's not having to hold his arms up. He's resting when he's doing that. That's holding his glove. That's holding his arm up. He got that one time. He bit both of them. It's fatigue.
He definitely is taking some big breaths in the corner here, receiving instruction.
Oh my gosh.
As we head into round number 6, we'll take a look at some of these replays. Jake Lean is Jake wanted it to be. He's not landed it on the chin yet, but tribute to Mike. That's a tough punch to take, and he took it. Here's this counter left hook from Mike. Boom. Just under the chin of Jake Paul. If that hits the chin, we may be talking about a different story here. But as it sits, I am going to score this 3 rounds to 2 in favor of Jake Paul. But that means almost nothing with so many rounds left to go as we head into round 6 of 8. And now Mike is moving a lot faster here in this 6th round to start.
Simple, man. I'm telling you.
He's coming
Mike
out
get
like
his
that
20
every
mil.
round.
It don't count towards his record. He sees
And
the
listen,
whole fight through.
if you want to
doesn't
say
get
anything,
knocked
Jake
out,
is
he
at least
came up
very
20 mil.
trepidatious about walking forward on Mike
he's
Tyson.
keep
You see
everything-
the level of respect he's given Mike as far as not engaging. Anytime there's a
good game
feint,
plan.
Jake is out of there. He's not playing that game where he's standing in the pocket with Mike. He's trying to get his shots in where he can, but immediately gets on that back foot. And then a jab from Jake
beat
Paul.
Mike Tyson and made 40 mil.
And another jab.
Win-win. That's crazy.
And a right hand from Jake Paul, one with Mike Tyson as well. Both guys trade right hands. And Mike is looking to find his way off that center line with that peekaboo style and throw his right hand behind it.
Oh, Jake, Jake.
There's a jab to the body from Paul. He's looking to go back to his,
Got it, okay.
I would say, his most basic combination.
Jake just missed a big uppercut.
Swing and miss on the uppercut and the left hook, but his basic combination, his fight finisher, is that jab to the body, overhand right. He's trying to set it up with 48 seconds here. Again, an incredible amount of respect that Jake is paying Mike Tyson, because that kind of speed, even in that exchange from Mike, is still crazy. 37 seconds here in round 6. Once again, 2-minute rounds. They're going by fast. And Jake double jabs Mike. And looks to land something behind that, but a stalemate in the middle of the ring as he goes double jab once again. And now starts to try to walk Mike down. And here comes Mike with a combination, and Jake is out of there. Last 10 seconds of the round. Jake tries to square Mike up on the ropes. Throws the left hook, it's not there. And it looks like that's how we're gonna end round number 6. I'm gonna say this, okay? It's round 7 of 8. I would say Jake Paul is winning this fight 4-2.
You're crazy.
So how many punches
I see it.
If Jake isn't able to stop Mike and he wins a decision, I don't know how good of a look that is, you know?
I know.
I don't know how
We
good
didn't
of
take that
a
into
look that
consideration.
is. Now we have one of Mike Tyson's children just jumped the barrier here and is getting into the corner of Mike Tyson to tell him something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he told him something, I think, potentially. And now he's coming back over the top here. Obviously, you know, anytime your family is fighting, that's a tough thing to have to go through, right? But whatever he said, I'm sure Mike is going to receive it, and hopefully, the tide of this fight for Tyson fans is about to change here in round 7 and 8. Let's see what we get. As Jake comes out, looked to be pretty aggressive, and then Mike said no. And Jake took that back step again.
They both just hit a lick on the
There's a jab from Tyson.
Like, Jake, you're not even doing nothing, bro. Mike, I think you spoke with Jake. You're not even trying to prove nothing, dude.
And Mike is trying to make Jake miss, trying to anticipate punches and make him pay.
What the fuck am I watching, man?
There's Jake with the double jab. Tyson's corner's yelling at him, trying to get him to go here, trying to get him to create some action. The problem is, I think both guys want to counter each other. Nice right hand there from Jake Paul. Left hook wasn't quite there. I think both guys want the other to throw and then counter. Right hand to the body, Paul. Right hand to the body again, the left hook behind it. But again, Mike is wearing all of this. He hasn't been hurt by any of these punches from Jake Paul. Look at the head movement. Hey, Mike Tyson's head movement is still there. The problem is, what used to be there as far as head movement and firing back, he's not able to have that timing right now. But the head movement is damn good. I'm thoroughly impressed with Mike being able to anticipate shots and make Jake miss, especially with his jab. Very impressive. There's a right hand. Jake Paul lands one. There's a left hook to the body from Jake Paul. 30 seconds left here in round 7. And we stalemate in the center of the ring. Jake again, very wary. Oh, big right hand, left hook from Jake Paul. Uppercut, left hook from Jake Paul. But again, Tyson eats those, and he's standing in the center with him. Last 10 seconds. Jake starts to walk him down. There's a jab.
That one hurt him.
Mike tries to move forward. Jake slides away. And that's the end of the 7th round as we head to round number 8. The 8th and final round. And Mike Tyson is going to need to stop Jake Paul here to win, I would assume.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul needs to be able to stop Mike Tyson, in my opinion, to do what he was supposed to do.
We didn't take that into consideration. What if it comes down to a decision? I mean,
Yeah.
what has Jake done?
I mean, Jake has done a little bit more, I would say, than Mike has in every round since number 2.
I agree.
And it hasn't been super impressive. If I'm honest with you, it hasn't been. But shots like that, a 3-punch combination. But again, I think that Jake is going to, just in my opinion, I think he needs to stop him.
This is the final round?
It's the final one. I think he needs
You know what Jake's going to do. He's going to give it his all.
We'll see. I think Jake, I mean, again, Jake can win this fight without stopping him. I'm saying for the perception of what's happening, I think Jake should probably try to stop him. But Mike has to stop Jake Paul here. Has to. Otherwise, this journey ends for Mike Tyson in a road less traveled. But Mike is active. He's trying to change levels. Here comes Jake with a combination, working his jab, but his head's not getting off the center line. If Mike can time those jabs, that could be a problem for Jake. And there's the left hook. They're going to need more of that from Mike Tyson. Jake throws the right hand. Left hook from Jake. And again, say what you will about whatever this fight has been. Jake hasn't been able to wobble Mike. Hasn't been able to hurt him. He's looked for it. It's sometimes even been there. And he hasn't been able to land the shot, the difference maker, to really showcase what he wanted to here. In this last minute, Mike has to go for it. This might be the last minute we see Mike Tyson in a boxing ring. What does he have left in the tank? Jake triple jabs. Mike gets his head out of the way. 30 seconds left. Jake with a big right hand, and Mike eats it. My goodness. I cannot believe some of these shots that he's taken. And a straight right hand from Jake Paul. 19 seconds left here in round number 8.
It's time to go, boys.
It's either now or never for Mike Tyson. He gets his head off the center line. Last 10 seconds of the fight. Mike changes the angle. Jake standing in front of him. And he bows to Mike and says, thank you. And that's going to be it, and that's going to be all, folks. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson goes the distance here in Dallas, Texas. And I know how that's going to be looked at, that last little bit there. And I want to dissuade people from calling things what they may say there by rigging and how they didn't want to go for. That was this level of respect shown from both guys.
Absolutely.
Where it looked like, you know, in those last 10 seconds, Jake called out the dogs. Mike said it's all love, and Mike gave it his best. And his best tonight at 58 was not enough to beat Jake Paul. But I'll tell you something. Mike should not, and anybody that's watching this should not, look at Mike any differently other than with respect, because he took a lot of big punches here and did not even wobble.
Right.
He got himself in fantastic shape. He went the distance with Jake Paul. And I'm not saying that as some crazy accomplishment, but it's almost a detriment to Jake that Mike was able to go the distance.
Right.
But it's a massive honor for Mike to show himself to still be that tough SOB that he once was. It's just, Father Time is undefeated, folks. That's all I can say. Father Time is undefeated. And while Mike did take 2 rounds off of Jake Paul, and some people can't even say that,
Yeah.
which is, again, a 58-year-old Mike, I should say. It just was far too long past the time when Mike reigned as the greatest in the world. And Jake Paul is most likely going to win a unanimous decision. I want to make sure that we get interviews in my headset for after here. But we're going to hear some post-fight interviews and talk to you guys. Dad, what are your thoughts, man?
Well, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, Wade. I guess in my heart and my mind, I was hoping that Mike had a little more in the tank. But at 58-year-old, I do understand. For him to stand there and go the distance with him was amazing. I'm proud of him. And I don't know what to think about Jake Paul still. You know, I mean, yeah, he withstood everything Mike had, but honestly, Wade, how good is Jake Paul?
What a question is that? I mean, you're not wrong for asking it. I've been asking myself for the last 4 years.
You know, now that the fight's over with,
yeah,
I was wrong by thinking that, you know, Mike did have a chance. He's one punch away, right?
Sure.
He had one at missed, right on the chin. But I feel no different about Jake Paul after the fight than I did before the fight.
I mean, there is a level of, when you talk about Jake Paul, you always ask what the ceiling is. What is the ceiling for the guy? He didn't have an amateur career. He's starting to do this. He's fighting these opponents that aren't conventional in any way, shape, or form. When you see a performance like that, you have to kind of question, you know, Jake talks about world championships. It's hard to think about world championships when you can't stop 58-year-old Mike Tyson. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
Here's the decision.
Another round of applause for these 2 main eventers tonight, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. After 8 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge David Yakabuchi sees the contest 80-72, while judges Lawrence Cole and Jesse Reyes see it 79-73, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake
Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson in an 8-round fight. 2 minutes here in Dallas, Texas. He comes out victorious in your main event. And again, we're going to get interviews here. I think Ariel's about to stand by with Jake. I'll have a lot more thoughts when I can process this, but as I sit here, and Jake's going to call out Canelo Alvarez here. He's going to talk about world championships. And I, you know, fair play to him. He won the fight. He can say whatever he wants. We're about to get it right now. What I don't know is how legitimate this fight made that opportunity for him. Right. Did that legitimize a world title? Did that legitimize the talk of world title to you? It didn't to me.
No.
At all. But let's hear what Jake had to say.
Who's coming over?
What's that?
Who's coming over now?
Nobody. Wait,
Okay.
we're just hanging out.
You know what, Wade?
Yeah.
I know one thing.
What's that?
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. The fight before this was much better.
That's what
Is it
everybody's
not
saying
crazy?
right now. Let's listen in, or I'll listen in for Ariel Helwani here.
Okay.
First and foremost, Mike Tyson, it's such an honor. Let's give it up for Mike, bro. He's a legend. He's the
For sure.
greatest to ever do it.
Absolutely.
I'm inspired by him, and we wouldn't be here today without him. This man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet. So it was really tough, like I expected it to be.
I want to go back and forth here, so Mike, you can respond to that as well. Congratulations on a very strong performance. Are you happy with what you did out there tonight? Are you surprised you went to this level? You know, 58, a lot of people thought you should.
It's so crazy when you hear it said out loud. 58 years old. It's insane.
Feel like you opened the world wrong. Back to go 8 rounds with the younger man.
Mike says he didn't prove anything to anybody. He proved it to himself.
The broadcast
Mike says he was injured coming into the fight.
Listen to this.
Yeah. They asked Mike why he was biting his gloves during the fight. He said it's a habit. I have a biting fixation.
He's exactly what I thought. One of the greatest to ever do it. He's an icon. He's a legend. So yeah. But this night's not about me, man. I want to give a thanks to all the real heroes, the U.S. military, the doctors, the nurses in the ER, the cops, the firefighters, the farmers, the truck drivers, all the people who make this world go round. Thank you, America. It's the era of truth. It's the era of good. There's a shift in the world, and good is rising. The truth is rising. I'm just honored to be a part of America.
Jake gives a shout out to Americans,
That's pretty
essentially.
awesome.
Pretty cool. That's all right. Mike just says that Jake's a good fighter, deserves his respect.